Hello viewer, welcome to yet another episode of Sports Sugu. I'm your host John Gige. Remember, today is quite an interesting day because we'll be having a big clash, that is Manchester United playing against their arch rivals, that is Arsenal, at Old Trafford. A match that is being anticipated by both fans, but we wait to see who will be able to take the maximum points. Remember, over the weekend we had a lot of sporting action going on, and today here at Sportsugu we are here to brief you on what was going on during the weekend. We start off with the women's marathon, whereby our own Chepngetich managed to clinch the first position. We also had Chelimo who won a silver. Then we had Jonas coming in the third position. Remember, we also had the women's 300 meter steeplechase, whereby Ebon Kobo began her defense of the 2017 world title by advancing easily in her heat. Also in the men's 100 meters, we had a new person. We remember Usain Bolt dominated in this category, but we've seen the next Usain Bolt coming up. The 23-year-old clocked the fastest time, that is of 9 seconds and 76, which is considered to be the next Bolt. But we wait to see on the performances that he will be able to portray in the upcoming events. We also had the CAF Confederations playoff, whereby our own Bandari and Gor Mahia managed to progress despite Gor Mahia losing and also Bandari losing. They were able to progress, and quite good news for Gor Mahia and also Bandari, but all the same, we wish them all the best. Remember the ongoing 2019 World Cup, that is the Rugby World Cup, whereby it's been held in Japan. South Africa managing to get their first points in this, their first win against an African team, that is Namibia. So much to tell you, viewer, but our main topic story of today is, will Manchester United be able to overcome the Arsenal's mechanism, whereby we see Unai Emery and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer coming into rival tonight. But to help me discuss all this story, definitely I have two set of fans. I know both of them are Manchester United fans, and I don't know how we managed to pull out this. At least we could have an Arsenal fan, but all the same, I know you've come to back your manager, because you know tonight is going to be a hot one. Yes. Timothy.
Yeah. We are speaking football. So you've selected us for a long time. So we have decided to come.
Okay.
Because this is the day.
Okay, karibu sana. Jeff, karibu sana.
Thank you. And I am here to talk as a professional football analyst, not as a Manchester United fan. Nah, I'm here to talk on a professional point of level.
Okay, karibuni sana. Okay, viewer, remember they all say that, but at long last you'll see them fighting each other here. You'll see mtapigana tu baadaye tukishafika hapo.
Sasita.
Okay, remember viewer, to watch this episode and the rest of the GBS videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel, that is GBS TV Kenya. Remember, you can keep the conversation going, that is through our SMS line number 21144. Okay guys, we get straight into the action, that is Arsenal versus Manchester United. I know it will come a little bit later, that is when we reach in the prediction center. But first of all, the English Premier League highlights, whereby Liverpool continuing with the unbeaten run, Tottenham managing to sneak 3 points. Leicester, I think it's a team that is surprising many, scoring 5 goals against a 10-man Newcastle. That was an advantage for Leicester City, bearing in mind they were at home. And also we see the likes of Liverpool continuing with the unbeaten run, Manchester City continuing with their good form. Kevin De Bruyne, we start from that note. Timothy. Before tuingie kwa set, kidogo ulikuwa unamzungumzia Kevin De Bruyne. He has been a good player. He's only emerging to beat Thierry Henry's record of assist. So do you think he will be able to beat the record?
Definitely, because at the rate that he's going, he's obviously even beating it. Because the level at which the league is continuing and the level at which he's doing is superb. Because he started off well, he has not missed any match, he's being given a chance. I just hope that Pep continues to have the same faith that he has in him from the start.
What if a team like Real Madrid comes for him in the January transfer with a good sum of money, and he manages to go? Thierry Henry's record remains.
We all know the kind of price that will be dealt up for him, because there was a big difference when they beat Watford 8-0. There was a big difference because Sterling wasn't in the game. It raised a lot of concern, because people were seeing De Bruyne can do much more without some people actually in the field. I'm not saying Sterling is a bad, he's a world-class player actually. And I just hope Pep should have a lot of faith in him, because so many players are being given chances.
Remember Manchester City, they don't have a recognized centre-back as for now, apart from Nicolas Otamendi.
Yeah, true. That's the part which is concerned. And to be honest, there's a time Mourinho said the 4 teams that are going to win the Premier League is Manchester City, Tottenham, Liverpool, and Manchester City Team B. So of which, to be honest, there's some truth in it. Because
definitely.
These people, they have the 11 team inside. They have the B team, which is also strong.
Okay, Jeff, ni nini Liverpool inafanya Manchester United haifanye? Kwa sababu Manchester United tumeona mkisuasua kidogo, lakini Liverpool, remember they are the only unbeaten team, so far so good.
We are not doing everything that they are doing. It's that simple.
In what way? In the spending, if it's spending, you are spending, and Liverpool are spending.
No, man,
we are talking about the pitch. We don't feel when it comes to finances. We are not Arsenal, sorry to say. But
can you compare Arsenal and Manchester United?
In terms of finances, we can't. Obviously, we can't.
As per now, I know Lingard will not be dancing tonight. Okay.
But anyway, as I was saying, when it comes to Liverpool, they have that flair, that mentality, that joy. You can see their fluency in the field. But when it comes to us, we are still a dysfunctional team. In terms of, we still depend on key players for performances. And when we start mentioning injuries, Paul Pogba, Anthony Martial, it seems like Manchester United is like a 3-man team or a 4-man team. But Liverpool, I believe they are a joint group. If Salah isn't there, there's someone to cover. If Salah isn't there, there's Shaqiri. If Firmino isn't there, there's Origi. If Sadio Mane isn't there, they'll find someone. They'll find Ox, Chamberlain. But for Manchester United, we are depending on our key players. Yes, they'll give us experience, but we should have that belief.
Okay, Chelsea fans very excited managing to pick their first 3 points at Stamford Bridge. This comes after a huge criticism from Frank Lampard for infielding very young players at this early stage. But as per now, Chelsea, they don't have any other option to do apart from using the young players. So do you see these young players taking Chelsea all the way to finish in the top 4 position this season?
Yeah, the thing is, if there was a team that was underestimated, it was Chelsea from the start, because Hazard was seen as the pharaoh of the team.
It's true. We've seen how they have struggled with that.
Yeah, they have really struggled. But after Manchester United beat them 4-0, they have come up strong. It's like we are giving them a motivation, which is a strong, because if you look, Abraham is playing so well. Willian, to me, I can compare him with De Bruyne. These two players, they are very alike, because they are not there to score goals. They are there to give out
goals.
So I think for them, using them, the young players, of which they are making better of them, they can do much.
So for you, you see Frank Lampard with this minimum score that he has, going all the way to finish in the top 4 position.
For him, to be honest,
Remember, these same players are the ones who are playing. If it's the FA, the Carabao Cup, for example, you saw the likes of Tammy Abraham, you saw the likes of Michy Batshuayi. These players are the same players who are playing the English Premier League. Will there not be fatigue whereby these players will start to see them struggling because they are being overworked in playing a lot of competitions? Remember, rotation is part of the football match because of the congested fixtures.
Yeah, remember before they got the ban that they had, Chelsea had 58 players who were on loan.
Yes.
So the thing they could do is just call some of the scouts to come back and play for them, of which they did. Some of the players, not all, of which they did. But for them, for the Chelsea fans, they should just have faith in Lampard.
Very quickly, Tottenham. Dombele finally managing to score a goal after a very long time. I think he scored his first goal in the first game of the match.
opening match
So
of the
where do you see Tottenham this coming season? I know it's still early to judge them, but looking at how they have performed so far so good, where do you gauge them?
I think they're still growing in the sense that they haven't gelled yet together. But the win, I think it will give them so much confidence for them to believe that we can do it as a group. For now, even Pochettino admitted that they are dysfunctional, they are a bit shaky, they are not. They are kind of unsettled. But now that win will give them the confidence and the boost that now we can work as a team. They should look at their own weaknesses, and now that win will give them a very major
give them a
confidence
big boost. Okay, remember, viewer, very interesting match coming to you tonight, but still yet we've not yet reached at that point whereby these guys can be able to give their prediction and stuff. But let's quickly look at the La Liga, whereby we saw a derby whereby Atletico Madrid managed to go a barren draw with Real Madrid, and also whereby we saw Barcelona coming back to win in ways, and also Antonio Diaz goal was enough to secure the win against Granada. Granada were able to score against Leganes. Yes. So for you, where do you see Real Madrid? So far so good, they are top in the table, remember that. But also Barcelona are showing that despite their struggles, they are able to pick these crucial wins, especially against a team like Getafe.
The thing I understand is that there's a saying in Kiswahili, sijui meli, sijui waribu supu, something like that, sijui upishi, something like that.
Oh, wapishi wengi waribu
mchuzi, yeah. I think Barcelona, they have very many everyone in Barcelona is a potential player. And I think that's the clash that is going on, because for them to be beaten by Granada 2-0, there we didn't, I and Jeff did not make you place your bet there. So, hapo watu wangi me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for you, Barcelona, you see them picking up on the way?
They sure have to.
Okay, so Real Madrid are drawing against their arch rivals Atletico Madrid in a game that we expected a lot of goals. Remember, Real Madrid have been conceding a lot this season, and also coming up against the side of Diego Simeone, you expect a solid performance, a solid defense for Atletico Madrid, and it's such a surprise that Atletico Madrid didn't sneak a goal in Real Madrid's shaky defense. So what's your take on that?
For one, I would like to congratulate the man of the match, Jan Oblak.
Yeah.
That man made quite a
Oblak
string
has
of
been
saves.
the best goalkeeper.
He made a quite
season
interesting
coming.
saves that he kept Real Madrid at bay. But when it came to Atletico's line of attack, they were blunt. They never showed up. Joao Felix was a bit shaky. Being his first Madrid derby,
Yes,
was a bit shaky.
definitely could be worried about
And
the performance.
they're attacking the likes of Lemar, Costa. They never attacked, as in they were quite blunt. That's why Real never felt threatened. But when it came to Real pressing forward, Oblak was the one keeping Real at bay.
Okay, so quickly let's look at the CAF Confederations Cup playoffs. That is our own two teams, whereby Gor Mahia lost in an aggregate of 6-1. That is the Gor Mahia we know. So they have not yet in the Champions League. They were bundled out of the Champions League, but now they have come in the group stages of the CAF Confederations. Bandari, we saw them being defeated 2-1, but they won on aggregate, that is 3-2. So Gor Mahia, Bandari will be proceeding on in the Champions League, that is the CAF, but Gor Mahia have been bundled into the CAF Confederations group stages. So for Bandari, are we seeing them going all through? Because I had an interview with them earlier on, some time back, and I told them it was unrealistic to see them going far from this competition, but they are proving us wrong. So where do you see Bandari this season in this competition?
I think maybe they may be the surprise package for the competition.
Remember the last time they did participate was in 2012 there, 2012 and 2000.
It was that long, I think around now 7 years or so.
Yes, yeah.
But I think Bandari may be the surprise package for this competition. Myself, I back them to go all the way. If not the semi-finals, then the final.
Okay, so that's a huge pressure you're putting on them, but all the same, they are professional footballers. I know they should handle this. So for Gor Mahia exiting in that manner, 6-1 aggregate.
I don't have much to say. It's just like Liverpool and Barcelona.
So this time round, Kogalo will not be going all that far. But all the same, they still have a point to prove despite the year was starting of the season, whereby their sponsorship was cut down. That is the Sport Pesa, whereby they were their main sponsorship. But all the same, we wish them luck, both of our two teams. Remember, at this time, it's whereby we come together as whole fans, not as FC fans, not as Tusker fans, but as fans, as Kenyan fans at whole. So remember, viewer, we are going to take a quick short commercial break. We'll be right back. Don't go too far.